secret layer alert! No secret layer alert! No secret layer alert! No secret layer alert!
Many secret layers ask the question, how many Magic the Gathering players will buy box after box of curly chipped cards? The answer is a lot, apparently, as Wizards of the Coast recently gave us a small peek into how much money they are making off of these things by revealing that they had donated nearly $1 million to the charity Black Girls Code, which was a portion of the sales from Secret Lair Black is Magic, which many have estimated to be representative of about 1/3 of what the Secret Lair made. If we were to assume that Secret Lair Black is Magic represented an average amount of earnings for a Secret Lair, so some maybe sell a bit more, some maybe sell a bit less, but overall it just averages out to that $3 million number, how much have Secret Lairs earned for Papa Hasbro so far? There have been, so far, 39 Secret Lairs, not counting the ones I will be evaluating today. Ignoring things like the super bundles and just assuming that all of that is part of the $3 million per layer average, we can then guesstimate that Secret Lairs have so far made $117 million in sales. Though, of course, I am grossly just estimating here. It's really just a stab in the dark. I'd bet the real number is much, much higher. But looking at that number, you can see why Secret Lairs are not only not going anywhere, but are now a key part of Magic the Gathering's earnings strategy from now on. I mean, just look at one of the recent Heroes of the Realms cards. These cards, for those who aren't aware, are not real Magic cards per se, but special employee appreciation cards given to those who worked in departments that performed outstandingly. It's no surprise to me that the Secret Lair team was given accolades and backslaps by Hasbro. For reference, the other Hero of the Realms cards were for things like Project Booster Fun, i.e. set and collector boosters, and Arena, of course. Gosh, I hope the Arena team doesn't have to give the cards back after last weekend's debacle. Oh, grow up. I'm just joking. Come on. If that's the meanest thing a customer has said about the quality of Magic Arena, then Wizards of the Coast should consider themselves lucky. Why do I bring all this up? Here's why. Given that Secret Lair is a huge financial success, I do not think it unreasonable to expect that quality product, service, and respect be offered in return. Past Secret Lair foils have shown that not to be the case in regards to quality of product. Secret Lair customer service and return policy is almost theoretical in its effervescence, and with some of these new offerings, we have a brash, unabated greed that is surely Wizards of the Coast testing just how far they can go with delivering less and charging more, or, in the case of the Secret Lair Shockland collection, forcing you to buy more than you need. The 10 Shocklands of Magic are some of the most universally played cards. On level with the fetch lands that they are so often paired with, there is not a format in which they are legal that players do not run them, so seeing them in a Secret Lair was inevitable. But what was not inevitable was the business strategy to force you, the customer, to purchase 15 of them if you wanted all 10. You heard me. The Shockland layers are divided into groups of 3, one for each shard. That means that you buy a Secret Lair and get 3 Shocklands in it. This allows Wizards of the Coast to sell you 5 different Secret Lair drops of 3, instead of, say, just 2 Secret Lair drops, each with 5 cards in them. So far, nearly every Secret Lair, save for a few very early on ones, has followed the pattern of groups of 5 cards per drop. The fetch lands were 5 to a drop. The basic lands have been 5 to a drop, or 10 in the case of Bob Ross, but we'll get to that. Yet here you may buy the Bant drop and receive a Hallowed Fountain, Temple Garden, and Breeding Pool, or you may buy the Esper drop and receive a Hallowed Fountain, Godless Shrine, and Watery Grave. So that's 2 Hallowed Fountains if you're looking to get your set. Honestly, would 5 of the 10 Shocklands for $29.99 have been overkill? How about $39.99? Or how about a drop that is a playset of each individual Shockland for $29.99 or $39.99 for the foil, maybe throw in a Stained Glass Ravnica Bounce Land as the 5th card? I'm just saying that there's ways that this could have been 5 cards together in a secret lair, or ways that they couldn't have forced you to buy 15 in order to get 10, this method just seems so outright exploitative. Make no mistake, there is an overall savings here, but truly only if you buy all 15 of the 10 shock lands. Buying just one shard, for example the Naya shard, is just you paying what you might at your local game store without a big savings. Other shards, like Bant, are more value-packed, but not by a grossly high amount. The real strategy here is to buy the Super Drop at $119, which is a very good deal for 15 shock lands. The question is whether you really need 15. I'll meet Wizards of the Coast in the middle and say there's savings here, but it's the least that they could bother to give. I'm very tempted to give this a straight up C and say, yeah, it's fine, but I'll be a bit generous and say this is one of those on the border C+, B-, making you buy 15 copies of the 10 shocks in order to achieve a good deal is pretty slimy behavior. The next secret layer are the meme lands, and yes, when I say meme lands, I mean that these basic lands are a meme. Ha 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 ha, they aren't full art basic lands. They are full text basic lands. An idea that I'm sure whoever they stole this from on Reddit did not get a free secret layer for. This is a great case of art being subjective and that cosmetic choices for a deck being so as well. I extremely very much do not like this, but if you do, that's great. What isn't great is that they are essentially charging $10 too much or 5 cards too few. For you see, as we have reviewed in the past, Wizards of the Coast has offered full art lands in foil for $29.99, but here, if you want that same amount of foil basic lands, you're paying $39.99, as $29.99 only gets you the non-foil versions. Debate foil versus non-foil all you want, but what you can't debate is that previously, Wizards of the Coast sold us 5 foil basics for $29.99, and here the 5 foil basics are $39.99, and I doubt they had to pay anyone for the art. We can also compare to the most recent offering of basic lands from Bob Ross, where indeed it was $39.99 for the foil package, but you got 2 basic lands of each type, meaning 10 cards, whereas here you get only 5. I am simply looking at what they have previously offered, looking at what they are offering here, and demonstrating to you that they are giving you less and charging more. And so, whereas I have said that, though I don't like what they're doing, I begrudgingly acknowledge that somebody wanting to buy basic lands for this price, that it's an okay way to have a secret layer. Here, I'm going to penalize them because they're giving us less. It's not acceptable. It's a D. I'm sorry, it's not acceptable. They're just trying to see how little they can give us, and it's still gonna sell because LOL the meme. Next up is a secret layer of Showcase Mystic Archive art on a variety of cards. Here we have 6 cards, not 5, from throughout Magic's history. Wow, that's like the amount of cards that 2 of the Shockland secret layers would give you. It's all meaningless. This is available in both foil and non-foil, and contains All Is Dust, Artifact Mutation, which has a $40 foil simply because it is so old and so rare, the non-foil version being only 60 cents. That is definitely pushing the value of the foil version of this through the roof. Drown in the Loch has a pretty healthy foil at $6.50 and $1.50 for the non-foil. Fire Covenant has never had a foil printing, nor has Fractured Identity. And I'm very sorry to say that Wizards of the Coast is including another exclusive, never-before-offered card, as they have listed Fracturing Dust, which previously is a card that doesn't exist. My goodness, we're getting a new exclusive card, Fracturing Dust. What does it do? Oh, wait. Fracturing Gust. 3 million per secret layer. Hire a proofreader. Total value here for the non-foil is $32.64, so $29.99. If you were to buy all the individual versions of these, that's next to no savings. For the foil, it's not available because there are no foil copies of a couple of these cards, and on one of them, it's just a single foil printing from a very, very long time ago. I'll say that it's an outright fail for you to buy the non-foil version of this in terms of value, and a begrudging C+ if you pick up the foil version of this. Remember, secret layer foils historically have been the worst overall quality, literally unplayable, but that's just what secret layers are. Finally, we have quote-unquote secret layer, Our Show Is on Friday, Can You Make It? Available only in non-foil and featuring wild, groovy, uncharacteristic art for the cards Decree of Pain, a $3 card, Gamble, a $17.98 card, Nature's Lore, another $3 to $4 card, Preordain, a 30-cent card, and Wrath of God, a $3.33 card. The art is really cool, if you like it. I don't, but you may, and that's great. However, the cards selected here are again dubious. If you wanted to buy one of each of these cards currently available, you'd only be spending $29.23. So we have gone from secret layers that offered you a savings as well as the art treatment to you directly just buying the singles from Wizards of the Coast instead of your local game store for the exact value your local game store is selling them for to get this special art treatment. That was not the agreement, Wizards of the Coast. You're supposed to be making this a good deal for us as well. Therefore, this is another fail. At the end of the day, this is my philosophy on secret layers. Given all the money they make, all the concerns about the effect on local game stores, they better have reasonable value for the customer. What's more, as a still relatively young product line, the direction they go in terms of what they offer us customers should go up, should expand. When new secret layers come out, they should be wowing us with more value, not less. The product is profitable, and ink for a $20 reprint costs the same as ink for a 50-cent one. Pay your customers back, and don't devise ways to outright exploit them. If nothing else, it is my opinion that the packaging of Shocklands in this manner is an exploit, making us buy 15 to get the set of 10. It is disrespectful, to say the least, and I worry that if customers still buy it and it still sells, then we will see more of that behavior in secret layers to come. Final conclusion. This is the weakest offering of secret layers yet in terms of value for the consumer. While there is technically good financial value in the Shocklands bundle, it isn't overwhelmingly so, and the packaging of these in groups of 3 leaves much to be desired. The meme lands aren't just offering less art, they're also offering less for your dollar, as both the previous Godzilla land and Bob Ross land secret layers gave customers more for the exact same amount. While our show is on Friday and the Mystic Archive secret layers do indeed have exciting art treatments, the selection of cards is dubious at best. Ideally, a customer should be buying these secret layers both for the cards and the art treatment. But both of these collections are a hodgepodge, where you're paying the same that you would at your local game store with no added savings, and thus the majority of sales are just for the art. And I worry that many Magic the Gathering players will end up with these stylish cards sitting largely unplayed in their binders. Individual grades were given, but as a whole, as an offering of all these different secret layers, this is the worst secret layer super drop collection yet. I hope very much this video has been of some help to you. You can help me out by remembering to like, share, subscribe, or most importantly, just sharing with a friend or watching another episode after this. Go on, check the Tolarian library catalog, go watch an old one, type into the search bar Tolarian Community College, and then a word in Magic that interests you, see what pops up. That would be so very helpful if even half of you watched just one more video of mine after this. See if I'm being recommended in the sidebar thing and click on that one and then just turn it off. I don't care. I don't know, but I hope this video did help you gain a perspective on how best to spend your money and that you are happy with the decisions you make with that money.